Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Budget with Kate. My name's Katie. I live here in the northwest of England in the UK with my husband Mark. I hope everyone's okay. Welcome to my new subscribers, welcome to my returning subscribers. Everyone's welcome to my channel. Today it's my weight loss and health binder, but I just want to show you some things. One I've made, and they're not perfect, but they are going to go into my binder as dashboards, which I will show you. And obviously, I've got a bit of Happy Mail off Scout Girls Budget, a mystery thing. A couple of them are going to go into my giveaway when I do one. So yeah, I'll just tell you about these two binders. These are Mark's. He will do. I don't know if he's going to do them on camera, if he'll come and do them with me, or if I'm going to just do them. But obviously he's going to decide where he wants his money to go. But this won't get started, I don't think, till August, unless before. So one, I have messed up on one of his dashboards. I have made another one. He says it don't matter, but obviously I like everything. But this, obviously I've not laminated it, I've not cut it out. This is Mark's dashboard. It says Mark's binder. He goes on his laptop. He loves tools. Well, he used to. He don't. You know, he used to be a tree surgeon, so, and we still got his still chainsaws, so I thought, do you know what, I'll do a still chainsaw. Mark's a saver and counts money, so that's for him. And he used to go on his bike. He doesn't have a bike. Well, he does have two bikes. Never been on them for, I bet he's not been on them for a quite good 5 years now. They stood the start, but you know, maybe it's a one day. He might, once his health picks up a little bit, he might try. I don't know. You never know with Mark. But yeah, so these I've this is the one I've laminated. Now this is where I've gone wrong, as you can see with the hole punch. Now Mark says it's fine, but me, I try and do things as I can perfect for him, you know. But I might put this at the back of his binder, or if I ever do another binder and he needs it. So in here, this will be like, I don't know if he's going to do this out of his like spending money or whatever. I thought this is brilliant. This was out of Studio Budgets. I think it might have been, don't think it's with a Christmas, but it could have been. But it's pit stop, so, and it says 510 510. You roll a coloured dice and then you colour in the car. But I thought that'll be a good way you could boost up. He's spending whatever he wants to spend on it. So I've done that. Then obviously I've done save the name. I did have this in his birthday binder, but I thought, you know what, put it in his own binder. Then I've done this. This is from Beijing Ink Budgets. Double trouble, and you get that. I did say you get two dice and you roll it, and the big dice, and if it said like three of the big on the big dice, and then inside and it said another three, you have another dice where you roll and it'll either say times, plus, minus, or divide. So I've got him that, and I've done him a roll and match. Let me, I have been looking for like men's challenges for him, a roll and match one. Thought that'd be a good one, because I enjoy my roll and match one for what I do. And I've got the like a big one, which you know I do on my weight loss binder. So yeah, and that's his weigh-in one, which I'll be honest, doesn't get filled out. So yeah, so I've done that for him. So that, yeah, so like I said, oops, I'm throwing them little bits what you get out your binders. So yeah, so, and this is where the money will get disputed. So again, I've done him the same binder cover, but this one went perfect because this was the second one I pulled print. So I've done Marks Spence with a tracker in, so Kit Kat, Gold Digger by Cashbook Cute, Mark's Retirement, again Cashbook Cute, so I'll put that in there. His clothing, this is from Lovely Gift Company. So again, I was trying to look for trackers for men like this. This is more of a woman's self-care. If anyone knows any male self-care ones, let me know, because obviously, you know, I don't want it girly for him. I want him to feel. Then he's got, no, this is really for me, or well, for both of us, but it's more for me. Workshop means we have a big garage. When Mark, oh, what can I say? When I first met Mark, before we lived together, Mark had a big workshop at back of his garden where he used to live, where I've moved in, where I used to live with him, but before we moved in together. And he had every machinery you could think of, because he were into woodwork joinery. And obviously, he did fencing, he made his own panels for people, gates, you name it. We got him set up. So, yeah. Then obviously we had to have a shed. So we still got the machinery all in our garage. It's all set up. It's lovely how it's set up. Not that any of us go in it really. But it's there if, you know, Mark ever wants to go in or whatever. I'll take him in, and, you know, I'm in with him if he needs to go in, or he tells me what to do if he wants to make something, I help him. But then obviously we've got our shed, where we've got the lawnmower. So I thought this tracker would be for that. Like if we need a new lawnmower or a trimmer or a hedge trimmer, or if something went wrong with the machinery, save into that. Then miscellaneous is just for anything really. So, and I got that off Charles Cash Budget. I thought that would be perfect for Mark. So, yeah. But, yeah, I've done him two little binders. And, you know, he always loves me telling him what I've put the money in, what I've done, and different things. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do him 2 binders. And obviously, then these are not laminated yet. These are going to go in my utility binders. It's a dashboard. I'll cut it out, laminate it. And then this is another binder I've got, our home binder. Made myself again. I always recycle this bit of paper so I don't throw it. It comes in handy for me. So there are them. So when I've laminated and put them in, I will show you. But these are what I've got off Scouse Girls Budget. New Home Fund. No. And I didn't know what were coming in this mystery packet. Now this, I thought we might move from here in time. We've been talking about it. Again, and even though the house was up for sale at one point, but we were talking about it, and if we do, this will come in handy. I will say, but even if we don't, this will come in handy for, like, I do need maybe in time a new front room window. So, you know, things what the house definitely needs, I will save this up. Now this is going into a giveaway because I've already got it with Cashbook Cute. It's the 10 pence. So that'll be in the giveaway. That will be in the giveaway, the 5 pence. Now this I'm going to put in my Christmas binder. It's Christmas savings. That one. Then Valentine's, I thought that'll come in handy, even though me and Matt don't do much. But if we want to take out, I'm going to save for that. St. Patrick's Day savings. So I've never really done anything for St. Patrick's, but I might do next year. So Halloween, we don't do much for Halloween. I do get Mark a little pumpkin and he carves it out himself. We always have done. Because I'll be honest, I do like make a pumpkin, and I do make pumpkin, not pumpkin pie, because I can't be, I have made it, but pumpkin curry and things like that. So this will save up for the pumpkin. Then autumn savings for autumn, and then winter savings. And I just thought, oh, you know, they'll come in handy then. I don't need any more challenges. So yeah, I thought I would tell you about them, what I've got ordered. No, yeah. I've not said, if you could please like, comment and subscribe. I do interact with everyone. I should have put that at the beginning, but I got carried away. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. I hope you have an amazing weekend. It's Sunday today. I should have filmed this yesterday, but we had to be somewhere at 11:30. And I can't thank this lady enough. We go to Asda near us quite a lot. We go to Asda Cafe just for a brew, just get Mark out. And the staff there, I know one of them very well because she's best friends with my nan. So I know her, and I used to work with her when I worked at Asda. Even though we were all on different departments, I were on checkout. She was in the bakery with my nan. That's how my nan and her met. Then obviously my nan retired and become ill. But she worked, I mean, she's retired. She must be at least going in her 70s and still working at Asda Cafe. But we got friendly with the manager there, and she has diabetes like Mark. And the other day, was it Friday, we got talking, and honestly she sat with us for a good two and odd hours. I know she should be working, but she sat with us. She was trying to help us, talk to us, even though Mark's had diabetes for a very long time. He is type 1 now, but she was trying to help us. And then she said, are you coming in on Saturday? We weren't going to do, because she said, I'm going to do Mark a care package. Oh my word, this care package. We went in. She sat with us again for a few hours. She is the manager there. And they weren't, do you know, it weren't even busy. He's shutting next week for a refurb. So yeah, she sat with us. She did this care package. She was showing Mark, because Mark is, we've got 2 appointments at diabetes. One, he's going, we're seeing the dietitian tomorrow, and they're telling us about packaging and all that. It was meant to be Mark alone, but because I see to Mark, I do the shopping, I cook for Mark. I did speak to him, and Mark won't go on his own because obviously I've got to take him. So anyway, she was lovely. She said, yeah, I can go as long as they knew with the numbers. So I'm going to that. On Wednesday, Mark has got to have, I think it's called Freestyle Libre 2 Plus. It's like a thing in your arm, and it goes to your phone. It does a reading of your sugar levels and all that. Anyway, she's on it. Mark's not been on it. And even though Mark's had diabetes for, a good 10 years. No, it can't be. 13 years. But obviously we're type 2 at the time. No, he's type 1. Anyway, she was showing us everything. So on Saturday, she said, come in. She did Mark. It looks like a pencil case, but it's a male. And she's done wipes, alcohol wipes, some plasters to go over your Libra thing in your arm. These different needles what Mark has, what prick you. And do you know, Mark tried them and he said, I don't even feel it pricking me. Not like these pen needles what he has. Did him some of them, some glucose tablets. She got him some diabetic biscuits, everything. She did him a lovely care package. Anyway, I can't thank her enough. She's so lovely. And do you know what? She's only 24 or 25. And you don't see many young ones want to help you. And she's given me a number. She said, please let me know how Mark gets on we were talking about his insulin, and she said, this is how I did it, blah, blah, blah. I know everyone's different, but she was trying to give us advice. She's given me a number, and not only that, her boyfriend works at a zoo. He does train, he drives the train around the zoo, and we've been to this zoo a few times. So she said, I'm going to get you some tickets to cheer Mark up, because she knows Mark has depression. So, yeah, so she's giving us some tickets so we can go in September when the schools are back open, because I know it'll be busy around the time. She's about 45 minutes from me, because she did say if I need her, she'll come to my house and help me. Different things. She's so lovely. Yeah, so I'm going to do her a little thank you care package to say a massive thank you, because if it weren't for her, you know, I know that the NHS is stretched, and I know the diabetes centre is stretched where we are. Basically, where we go to diabetes, you're in and out. They don't listen. I'll be honest. Not saying she don't listen, but obviously they have a lot of people, and she's always stretched for time. So basically we keep quiet and then go out. Because many times Mark feels like he's hitting his head against a brick wall with her, the consultant at Diabetic Centre, but that's another story. But yeah, so, and because they're having a refurb, they've got some, it looks like, they're like a bench with a table. You can have them in your garden. Obviously, you have to cover them. And Mark said, what's happening with your benches? Like, they're not, honestly, there's nothing wrong with them. But the funny thing is, these benches have been there since Asda has opened. Now, I worked there in 2000 to 2004, and they were there then. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with them. And she said, well, they're being skipped. We're trying to get a charity if they want them. Cleaners taking the dining chair things. So Mark said, can I have one of the benches for the garden? I says, oh my word. I says, I know we're going to get this bench on. He says, well, you've got the little pickup. It'll go on back. Anyway, luckily I know the security guard at Asda. I said to the security guard, will you help me get this bench on? I said, it's all right at the other end. I've got someone to help me get it off and put it in garden. But can you help me, obviously, get it on back of van? He said, yeah, no worries. I'm in on Tuesday. So at 6 o'clock Tuesday, when the cafe shuts, we've got to go and pick this bench up. Now they've got a charity picking the other benches up. So, yeah, she said, yeah, you can have them. I've spoke to Asda, the store manager, and store manager said if they want them, you can have them, because they're going on the skip if we can't get a charity. So we've got to pick a table up. I will paint the bench. Table's all right. But, yeah. So even if I get a year or two out of them, it's not so bad. But anyway, me waffling on. Let's get on to my binders and tell you how I've gone on, how I've not gone on. And I'm sure I'm not missing any things. No, I'm dropping it on the floor. So this week I have lost £1. So on the 27th of December I was 18.1. Today I am, well, yesterday I am 15.10. So I've lost 2 stone, £5. If I can try my very hardest to lose £2 for next week, that's 2.5 stone gone for good. Now, I'll tell you a quick little story. When this warm weather came about, obviously it's not as hot now, today, I ballooned £6. I swelled like now. I was gutted. I thought, what have I ate? What's wrong? When you go out, obviously sometimes when you have a jacket potato, even though you're going off the Nutri-Check, you can't guarantee that is exact calories. And I did have jacket potato, cheese and beans while I was out, but I went off a rough guess, so off on the Nutri-Check. So I kept thinking, is that it? Is it something else? Have I gone a little bit over? Whatever. I was gutted. Anyway, there is a weight loss club I follow I think they're based in Blackpool. I could be wrong. I know she does a lot of work in Manchester. I think they live at Blackpool, but don't quote me on it. So, and the two women. So I reached out to one of them, Charlotte, and I said, look, and I do, because she knows I buy a lot of her like recipes and things like that, because I bought a couple of their books and things. And I said, look, I'm gaining weight. I don't know how, don't know what. And she said, do you know, when it's warm weather, the more you drink, the more your body's starting to cope with the temperature of your body. So she said, wait till it cools down, you'll be surprised. Anyway, it started cooling down. I never lived on that toilet as much in my life. I was weeing left, right and centre. I know it's too much information. Anyway, I lost that £6. I think it was £5 or £6 I gained. And I've lost more because I went back into my 16 stones. Let me tell you, I was heartbroken. But no, I did it. So, yeah, let's get on with it. And because I waffled on and you don't want a long video from me. Let's find which binder it is. Not that one, it's this one. Because I do have 2 weight loss binders. Now we will go into, oh, this one. I was thinking then, I thought that's not it. Let's get the dice tower. I'm sure this dice tower does me dirty every time. It's always a 10. So purple, purple, pink. See, told you it's 10 every time. I'm hoping, I don't know which pink it is, but we'll try. So what was it? 2 purples and a pink. Wrong. Me, when does blue look like purple? Oh, tell you, not with it today. I've done my run this morning. I've done my hoop. So I did them. I love watching people's YouTubes while I'm, not that one, while I'm doing it, because it passes the time away. So today I watched, because I've got to catch up on Cashbox Cutes, Nikki and Cherry Blossoms one. So £10 is going in here. So when we've done the 3, we'll count them up. But yep, I'll put that over there. I know I'm stretching. I do have the money. It's in my cash tray over here. If I move all the cash tray, everything will fall out off the cash tray. Everything's leaning against it. So this one, I need my green pen. I think it's this green, is it? Yeah. So yeah, how's everyone's weekend? I know it's a Sunday I'm filming this. Not sure what we're doing. I did say to Mark, because we've got a busy week ahead. We've got tomorrow diabetes. Obviously Tuesday we've got to pick this bench up. Wednesday back at diabetes. Thursday's Snoopy's day. And Friday we're at a hospital with Mark. So we have got a busy week, so we're not in mostly every day. So I'm going to take this £4 out and put a 5 in. That's a manky 5. Yeah, our finances change on the 16th of August, so by the 12th I know what our finances will be. So I will a pound going in here. So yeah, so I might from the 16th start cashing, doing stuff in my purse and things, because obviously it's once a month now we get paid, not twice a week. Well, it's not my money, it'd be Mark's, but obviously Mark's, I'm just seeing if I can put, I can't change that out of there, can I? 1, 2, no. So if I take them out and put £2 in, yes, so That's 2, so that'll need 3, won't it? Yep. See, I'm not thinking because I'm talking. So yeah, so I've got to sort all that out. Then the following Monday, I've got someone coming from social services for Mark. So yeah, got to do that. So not to worry. Sort that out. So £3 got left in the wallet from last time because I saved 28. So I left £3 in, and then I put another £1 in. So that should have £8 then in that. There we go. So yeah, so it's a busy week or two. And like I said today, I'm not sure what we're doing. He's downstairs watching Carry On. I think it's Carry On Matron or something. So yeah, we should have £8 in this now. Even though there's £5, I left £3 in the wallet from last time. Because obviously when I reallocate this money, I don't put coins in the other one. So yeah. So that all of these are getting a little bit of love today. Let's get a pen. Sorry if I've nudged you. Gotta get a pen. So, and I don't know if I know where we are. The schools are broke up. Not sure if they have where you are. I know because Snoopy's owner's granddaughter broke up on Friday because Anne were telling me, which is Snoopy's owner, so that her granddaughter's broke up. So that's... So have you got anything, if you've got children, have you got anything nice planned for the 6 weeks holiday? If so, let me know. I hope it's something good. So that's it for this binder. Yeah. I'm trying to think what. There's not really much going on in our area. I don't think. Not that I know of. Not that I need to know because I don't have any children. So one goes in there. And that's £2 £5. So might have to change this out. So there's 4 in here. We'll put a £5 note in. Take them out because there's 4 there, and I'll put a 5 in. This one got a 1, so what am I say? Total where it says total loss to save. I don't know if it's total or what I meant to, like, now it'll be £5, or whether it's total loss for that week, what I've got to say, but never mind. I know what I'm doing. I know someone else might say, no, you're not meant to do it like that. So I think there's 4 here now. Yeah, take that out and put a 5 in. And then I'm going to have to go and get some more 5s from the bank. So let's start. So the reason why I do this weight loss binder on it keeps me accountable. Even though I show you my weight, I'm not bothered. Because, do you know what? It's keeping me focused that people know my weight out there on the World Wide Web. Because it's on my personal one anyway. And I have quite a few followers on there. I'm not bothered. but it keeps me accountable, you know, and it keeps me focused, because it's like, well, they know my weight, they'll know I've had a gain, blah blah blah, and that's how I do it. So yeah, so £1 going in here. I don't think I need to change anything out of this one. I think it's just £1. Yep. So if I keep £1 in, take £1 out, put £2 in. So that's that one. Now this one is this one. Put orange. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's this one. I am now having to wear some of Mark's t-shirts. I might have told you that on previous, because all my tops are now getting really baggy, and yeah, I can't. Well, they're all right around the house. I can use them as nighties, some of my t-shirts. So now I can get into Mark's t-shirt. I'm raiding his wardrobes I don't do this one till the end of the month. Yeah, I'm raiding his wardrobes. I do need to really get some clothes, but Mark's told me not to get any. So these get £5 no matter what each week. So what I'm going to do is cross this out, if it'll come out, and this one, and mark 20 off, because I will condense this. So get the pink, I think it's this one, and we'll mark a 20. So now this has got £20 in. This saves 300, and this will be for my having to go, is it this one? Yeah, it'll have to go to some clothing. I do definitely need some more new knickers. I'll tell you now, they look like bloomers. Honestly, I have no word of a lie. Honestly, I mean, I'm not taking a picture and showing you. You'll be mortified at seeing my body. But yeah, honestly, 5's going in here. Yeah, I'm sure that's the wrong pink, but looks like a bit brighter, that pink. Yeah, I put my knickers on the other day, and honestly, I had to pull them right up to my, they go under my boobs. That's how baggy my knickers have gone. Mark says, oh my word, they're not that he shouldn't be looking anyway. He said they're not attractive. I said, well, I do need some new knickers, so I think that's the next thing I'm going to have to buy myself. So yeah, so that has got 20, and them two I'm going to do no matter what, whether I have a gain or maintain, because I definitely need to know, boost my what do you call it? I've not filled this out for a couple of days, but I do know what I were. Yesterday I was 15 stone 10, and I did, what did I do yesterday? I did a 30-minute walk on the treadmill. I didn't do a run yesterday. 30-minute walk and 30-minute hoop. Oh, should just let me go. I've got to go on to this. Let's log in. So let's go on to what date were we? The 18th. Oh, still 15 stone. 11. I don't know if you saw my email address then. I will try and block it out. I did a walk because I haven't done my run for a few days, only apart from today, because I have sciatica, and the last 3 days my sciatica has been terrible, but it weren't bad today, so I thought I'll do a run. So that's what I did. I'm still 15:10 today because I did weigh in today. 30-minute hoop in the garden because Mark interrupted that. But I still carried on. 15 stone 10. So this one, what I do is whatever I've lost. So if my goal is £7. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to get £7. I could do, because if I lose, because if I lose another £2, that's £7. But if I, whatever way I go, so if I lose, say, £6, whatever the difference is, or even if I if I lose £8, I put the difference in, which it will be £1, you know. If I lose £2 extra, so say £9 I lost, I'll put £2 in. Same either way if I gain, and but you know, I'll put it all in. I know what I'm talking about. But I'll show you that when I get to the end of July. But yeah, no, that's done, and I kept talking for 37 minutes. I hope you all have a great Sunday. I hope you have a good week, whatever you do. I hope if your kids are off that you have an amazing week with your children, whatever you're doing. Keep safe, everyone, and I will speak to you all later. Bye.